welcome to part 2 of my hip opening series. So today we're going to start lying on our back, so just get yourselves into your Shavasana position. Just want to let the back lie all the way down, making sure that spine is nice and straight, bringing those feet just wider than hip distance and bringing the palms to face towards the sky. Just take a moment to find your center, find your calm. Taking a few deep breaths here, just to bring some energy through the body. And if at any point you'll start to lose focus during the practice, then just come back to the breath. And I just want you to slowly bring that right knee all the way in towards the chest, and you're going to interlace those fingers over the right knee now, just really pulling that knee all the way down, bringing it out to the side like you're pulling it down towards your armpit. Find a deep stretch through that right hip. One more breath. And then just gently placing the sole of that right foot down to the ground. And you're just going to press that right knee open, coming to a reclined tree pose. So you want the sole of that right foot just to come towards the inner part of that left thigh. And just extending your arms all the way out behind you. Find a nice stretch through the body. Take some deep breaths. Gently bringing the arms all the way back down, and you're just going to cross that right leg over the left. Take a bend through that right knee, and we're going to come to our cow face pose. So you're just going to elevate those feet off the ground, bringing the hands to the ankles and just pulling those legs all the way in towards you. This is going to create a lovely stretch through the glutes, through that IT band. Just bending through the elbows, really pulling those knees in nice and close to the body. Take some deep breaths. And slowly unraveling the legs, bringing those legs out, all the way out in front of you. And we're going to go ahead and take the same on the opposite side now. So this time you're going to bend the left knee, bringing the sole of the left foot down to the ground, and you're just going to press open that left hip so the sole comes to the inner part of that left thigh, extending those arms all the way out behind you, finding some nice length. Take some breaths. One more breath. Wonderful. And gently crossing that left leg over the right, releasing those arms back down by the sides, and we're going to come back to that reclined cow face pose. So just really elevating those legs, letting those ankles splay out to either side, and just bringing those hands to grab onto the ankles, drawing those knees towards you. Feel that stretch through the left glute, through that left IT band. Take some deep breaths. One more breath. And gently bringing the knees all the way in towards the chest, and you're just going to bring those hands to come underneath the thighs, and slowly see if you can roll just backwards and forwards here, creating a nice massage all the way through the spine until you come all the way up to your seated position, our Sukhasana. This is your easy pose now, so nice tall spine. And we're going to work our way into our seated cow face pose now. So we did this lying down, so we're just going to take the exact same seated. So you're going to bring the sole of the left foot in towards that right bottom cheek, and we're just going to really switch that right leg all the way over. So you want to stack the knees one on top of the other, making sure our sit bones are nice and grounded here. Take a moment to find that length in the spine. Just imagine someone's pulling you up from the crown of your head. Find some nice length. Inhale, we rise the arms to the sky. And as we exhale, we're just going to take a bend in that right elbow. So bringing the palm of the hand in between that space of the shoulder blades. And you've got the option here to either bring the left hand on top of that elbow, or you can stretch it all the way around, allowing those fingers to join behind you. So find whatever variation works for you. Feel that stretch through the right tricep and through that right hip. Gently close the eyes, take a couple of breaths. Just observing how this feels. And on the next inhale, opening through the eyes, rise the arms up to the sky, and you're going to slowly lower the right hand all the way down behind you, bringing that left hand onto the knee. Find a gentle twist. Bring the gaze over the right shoulder. One more breath. Slowly coming all the way back to center and taking the exact same on the opposite side now. So just changing the cross of the legs, bringing that left leg on top. Again, making sure we're grounded through those sit bones, just bringing the ankles out to the side slightly. Find that nice tall spine. And as we inhale, we're going to rise the arms all the way up towards the sky, and this time we're going to bend through the left elbow, bringing the palm in between that space of the shoulder blades, and either popping that right hand on top or swinging that right hand all the way around. Find a nice tricep stretch here. Take some deep breaths, close the eyes. And slowly releasing, bringing the left hand behind, right hand comes. And slowly releasing, bringing the left hand behind, bringing that right hand to the outside of the left knee, and just taking your gaze over the left shoulder. Find a twist. One more breath. And slowly coming all the way back to center, unraveling through the legs, and you're just going to come all the way into your plank pose. So just planting those hands down onto the ground, spreading those fingers nice and wide, and just tucking those toes behind you to create a nice line with the body. Take a breath in here. As we breathe out, lower that chest all the way down to the ground, untucking through the toes. Draw those elbows together. Pressing those palms down into the ground, drawing the elbows together, lifting the chest, come to your baby cobra. Take a breath in. Exhale, tucking the toes under, rising the hips all the way up towards the sky, coming into your downwards facing dog. Drawing those heels down towards the ground, spreading those fingers nice and wide, keep the hips high, take a breath. And then you're going to bend those knees, lift the heels off the ground, bring the bottom down towards the heels, and you're going to either step or jump all the way through to a forwards fold. Bringing those feet all the way in between the hands. Find a generous bend in the knees. Allow the body just to hang here. One more breath. As we inhale, we're going to slowly fold the body all the way up to standing one vertebrae at a time. Allow that body to gently roll up. Rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chin. Find length. And we're going to move now into a balance. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. So planting the left foot all the way down to the ground. Bring that knee all the way into the chest. Interlace the fingers over the knee here. Take a breath. Find your point of focus. Allow yourself to balance. And you're going to slowly release that left hand all the way out to the side and see if you can peel that right hip all the way open. Find your focus. Keep that spine nice and long, and from here we're going to move into our tree pose. So you're just going to grab onto that right ankle and you're going to pop the sole of the right foot onto the inner part of the thigh. If this is a little too much for you, then feel free just to lower that foot down to the calf muscle, or even have those toes touching the ground. Just see how your balance is feeling today. And you want to really make sure we're opening up through that right knee. Allow the hip to be nice and open. Bringing those hands in front of heart center. Take some breaths here. And we're going to inhale, rise the arms to the sky if you've got your balance. Nice and high. One more breath. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, bringing those hands all the way down in front of heart center, and you're going to slowly release the right leg, and you're going to just see if you can step that right leg all the way back through without lowering it to the ground. Step it through to your high lunge. Take a moment to get comfortable here, keeping those hands in front of heart center, separating those legs slightly more, creating a nice stretch through that right hip. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, lowering the hands all the way down to the ground. And from here, we're going to come to our three-legged dog. So you're going to lift the left leg off the ground and just kick it all the way up to the sky. Find three-legged dog. Feel that stretch in the right leg, the stretch through the arms, and maybe take a bend in that left knee. See if you can open the hip up here. Few breaths. Allow those hips to stack on top of one another. And gently releasing that left leg all the way down to the ground. And we're going to move into our three-legged dog on the right-hand side now. So as you inhale, rise the right leg all the way to the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee and just let those hips stack on top of one another. Take some breaths. And slowly you're going to bring that right foot all the way through, so the hands frame that right foot, find your high lunge. As we breathe in, bringing those hands in front of heart center. Exhale, let those shoulders drop down. Inhale, rise the hands all the way up to the sky. Exhale, let them lower. And from here, we're going to bring the weight into the right foot and see if you can step that left knee all the way through, bringing the knee into the chest. Interlacing the fingers over that left leg now. So we're going to find the exact same on the opposite side. So just bringing the hand onto that left knee now, seeing if you can open up through the left hip. Bring the right arm out to the side. Take a breath. And from here, we're going to come into our tree pose on the left side now. So just leaving your leg where it is. And you can either pop it to the inner thigh, or you can drop it all the way down to the ground or onto that calf muscle. So just find wherever you can keep your balance. And once you're there, just gently removing the hands, bringing the hands to heart center. Really make a conscious effort to press that knee out to the side, so engaging those inner thigh muscles. Find a point of focus out in front here. Inhale, rise the arms all the way to the sky if you're feeling brave today, if you've got your balance. One more breath. And slowly releasing that left leg all the way to the ground. Keep those arms nice and high. And as you exhale, come to your forwards fold. Taking a breath in here, we're going to lift the heels off the ground, coming onto our toes, and we're going to bend the knees, working our way all the way down into our toe stand. Bring the bottom down towards the heels, and just see if you can press those knees down towards the ground. This is going to help you to balance slightly more. Keep the fingertips on the ground if you need, or if you're feeling brave, just bringing those hands in front of heart center. Find that focus. And slowly dropping the knees down to the ground, untucking the toes, find your hero's pose. So just sitting down onto the heels, bringing those palms on top of the thighs, really engaging through those stomach muscles, roll the shoulders back and close the eyes. Just let the chest rise and fall as you inhale and as you exhale. Take some time to be still. Bringing the palms in front of heart center. Gently blink those eyes open. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today.